You have to see this. Crypto Erie found something truly amazing, and I have to show it to you. She's a real gem in the crypto space. If you're not already, go follow her on Twitter or YouTube because she's so amazing and unique. So Jeremy Hogan, I nominate you as Crypto Litigation Attorney 2023. John Deaton and Stuart Alderati. John Dean, if you are in his land, if you live in his state, the person he is running against is Elizabeth Warren. It doesn't bother me. John Deaton, a Republican Democrat, I think would do a lot more good things for crypto and keep his word. I believe Elizabeth Warren and her friend at the SEC have been slowing down crypto for a long time, and I'm sick of it. And I'd like to see some new crypto-friendly faces in Congress. Crypto Erie brought up this yellow clearing network. Chris Larson, chairman of Ripple, led the $10 million funding for Yellow, a peer-to-peer liquidity node token solution with zero latency. A layer 3 on Ethereum will look into the XRP EVM sidechain fastest matching engine, a few milliseconds to ensure settlement with clearing. Let me quickly show you this. So I came here to look through the documents and find out what's going on. Let me do this now. Yellow Network wants to make an autonomous layer 3 peer-to-peer mesh network that lets people trade assets with each other without having to wait for blocks to be created. This infrastructure could help many cryptocurrencies like the XRP-led XRPL by making it easier for linked nodes to pool liquidity, allowing real-time settlement between brokers in the top of the blockchain, and letting people trade between chains that we'll need if we want to get into the swaps market. Yellow Network uses state channel technology to boost the speed of the public blockchain. This method might help with the problems that many cryptocurrencies have with scaling by lowering the amount of work that nodes have to do to process and store transactions. This would make trade faster and more efficient than global market integration. The goal of Yellow Network is to stop people from selling dirt in cryptocurrency markets. It's possible that this will help XRP and other cryptocurrencies by making the trading environment more connected and efficient, right? We need to be related to each other. In the crypto market, things need to be able to talk to and work with each other so that prices can be found more easily across swaps and markets. It's important to remember that the Yellowjack Network project is still being worked on, even though these features might be good for XRP and other cryptocurrency. And it's not certain yet. It did look into more things after I asked it to. I basically went into the documents, pulled it all in, and told it to find the important parts for you so you wouldn't have to read it all by hand. We did talk about making the market more liquid and efficient. The goal of Yellow Network is to get rid of the walls that separate markets and blockchains. Bring more money into the XRP ledger. It makes it easy to move money between systems and chains, which fixes the problem of network fragmentation. This could help find a better price for XRP so that trade conditions are more stable. This is exactly what CBDCs and other people who use cryptocurrency to move value want: a more stable price for price changes. They want it to be more stable. As a result of, by bringing together desperate sources of liquidity, it may cut down on the problems that come up when markets are broken up and make them easier to scale. It uses state channels to make trade and clearing on the chain quick and easy. This makes high-frequency trading possible without putting too much stress on the blockchain. The network can combine several trades into a single blockchain transaction, which cuts down on processing time and fees. Then it says lower counterparty risk for people who trade and own XRP. The Yellow Network might provide better safety. It makes it possible for trades to settle across multiple exchanges and dealers without moving assets to other chains or platforms. The network handles settlement issues, accepts collateral, and keeps deposits safe. It also works to improve capital efficiency. XRP trading firms could benefit from combining deals with lower margin requirements. This would make it easier to allocate funds more efficiently and give them the ability to net trades, possibly lower overall exposure and make the best use of capital. The regulatory alignment and Yellow Network strategy could help XRP deal with regulatory problems. It uses a broker-dealer strategy that is in line with what regulators want. It might be easier for XRP brokers to get licenses and get along with officials if they do this. There's a lot of stuff here, guys. I believe it is wonderful that CryptoRe came to post this here. I hope that made more sense to you. Here you go, advisors. Chris Larson, co-founder and head of Ripple, is right at the top. So Meta Lawman said that the most honest thing the SEC could have done would have been to pull SAP 121 after Congress voted to get rid of it. The poor integrity move would let the SEC give some banks with good connections breaks. And you can guess which bank he picked, BNY Mellon. And Being My Mellon is the first bank to get an exemption from SAB 121 from the SEC. Okay. And it would be a huge treat for banks that want to get into the business of holding crypto for large companies. During public testimony in Wyoming's Select Committee on Blockchain, Financial Technology, and Digital Innovation Technology, it was revealed that BNY, the country's biggest custodian bank, had received an exception from following the SASE SAB 121. accounting guidelines for institutional crypto custody business. I found a few other things here as well. B. Dumoulin, an investor in XRP who was ready to go, just made history by becoming the first U.S. bank to hold XRP and other cryptocurrencies with XRP on hand. Then I became confused and asked some questions. That's the setting. The SAB 121 was released by the SEC in March 2021. It told financial institutions that they should list custodian crypto assets as liabilities on their balance sheets. Companies that wanted to stay on good terms with the government took this advice very seriously, even though it wasn't required by law. The crypto industry strongly resisted SAB 121, saying it would lead to higher capital reserve requirements, which led to backlash from the industry and action by Congress. Basically, banks would have to back up their $100 million in XRP with another $100 million in cash or a portion of that amount. This would make crypto custody services economically unfeasible for many firms, including banks, and could hurt consumers by limiting their options for crypto custody services, right? In other words, SAB 121 wasn't good, but a plan was put forward here. The HJ Resolution 109 was a major law that was meant to get rid of the Securities and Exchange Commission Staff Accounting Bulletin SAB 121. Here is a summary of the resolution, or the good thing that might happen for the crypto business. The possible good things about crypto. The goal of the decision was to make it more cost-effective for banks and other financial institutions to provide crypto custody services by getting rid of SAB 121. Many crypto owners and businesses may now have more choices for safe ways to store their digital assets at banks. According to SAB 121, companies had to list crypto assets in their custody as liabilities on their balance sheets. This meant that they had to keep more capital on hand. Getting rid of this rule would make it easier for regulators to regulate crypto custodians. So banks would be better off if they didn't have to keep all of these crazy stocks on hand. Support from both parties, the passing of HJ, Resolution 109 showed that there was support from both parties for addressing crypto regulatory problems. This paved the way for fair and industry-friendly regulations in the future by removing the possible barriers to entry into crypto custody services. This decision could lead to more new ideas and competition in the cryptocurrency space. Even though President Biden vetoed the resolution in the end, the fight over HJ Resolution 109 gave the SEC more freedom. To say it again, SAB 121, this result shows that the resolution has a positive effect on the regulatory environment, even though it did not become law. It looks like Republicans and Democrats worked together to get this passed, but Biden turned it down. That's why we do need new leadership in the White House. I also think that Trump or Kamala Harris would be able to get this done. I believe they know how important crypto is to the United States. As far as I know, I've been trying to be too loud and clear for Harris. 1 million of you have already yelled, "Crypto at Trump." I believe, in the event that Harris wins, crypto should be brought up with him. So that's what I'm trying to do. The fact that they never brought up XRP is not an accident. This is all I want to show you. What does that have to do with the next wave of the internet? So the next big thing on the internet is crypto, which is a value-based internet. It's also about key protocols again, but this time it's BTC for Bitcoin, ET for Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, and USDC. Those are the procedures that make it possible for value to be shared and accessed by regular people. That's why the Satoshi Nakamoto white paper is important. The first system, which is similar to HTML and Bluetooth in some ways, that lets digital networks be used for useful things. What does that sound like? The internet or value? I think that sounds like XRP. It makes me wonder why that wasn't said there. Very interesting. Also, XRP drops know this. Why? It might be a good idea for Ripple to use smart contracts through the xrevm sidechain. I'll play this for you quickly. There isn't really a single blockchain that works for everything, which is why blockchain is important. When working on a development project, you have to choose between what you can prioritize and what you can improve. There's too much to do. Ethereum is great for things